Okay, so there's a sign out here that says Fairview, circa 1815. Must have been a Civil War area. That's nice. That's a 2-story log cabin. 2 chimneys. Outside oven. Let's peek. Fairview Farm and Homestead Foundation. Wow. An Oak Glade Antique Tractor Association. A landmark. Fairview Partners. Families like the Hagys depended on agriculture for sustenance and profit. Over 200 years later, the town of Abingdon and its partners are dedicated to preserving agricultural history at Fairview through conservation and education. The development of Fairview would not be possible without the hard work and dedication of the Oak Glade Antique Tractor Association. It is a nonprofit organization formed in 2008 to preserve agricultural history and antique farming equipment in Southwest Virginia and Northeast Tennessee. Members work to develop the land at Fairview, raising wheat and vegetables via methods used in the 1800s and the 1900s, and offer demonstrations of wheat binding, threshing, and hay pressing during their annual tractor and farm equipment show. What a nice organization. So in 1820, a building first appeared on tax records with an assessment of $50. The house was valued at $250, which suggests the construction of a larger home. Judy and Jim Moore donated the house in 2005 and 2 acres to the Count of Abingdon during a generous long-term lease on additional acreage. We thank the Moores for their generous donation, as well for Judy's vision that the crafts, trades, and agricultural society of the Hagys and similar families should be preserved for future generations. Wow. How nice. There's an outhouse. Oh, there's a corn cob that'll help you clean up over there. It's not pretty business, but everyone has that business going on. Okay, so this is number 1. I'm going to check out the house. Oh, it's so nice. Let's peek in there. Oh, they have a lot of neat stuff. The old bed and the old weaving. Oh, they have a Civil War reenactment coming up. May 2nd and May 3rd, $5 per person. Boy, that's not very much at all. Okay. Alright, so let's check the house out a little bit more. It's beautiful. So they have the buildings numbered, I've noticed, so we'll go in chronological order. So number 1 is the Hagys homestead. Look at that chimney. See if we have all these. Now that's a contraption. The steam engine. It's huge. I wonder if they use that for the farming. Oh, it's beautiful. I wouldn't mind living in something like this. I like the old cabins. Alright, so let's see number 2. course, there's the outhouse and the wagon. Oh, water tank. Bun house. So, remodeled old house. Ooh. Creaky crack. Alright, so that's number 2. Since they're not open, we don't get to see that today. Here's number 3. The old barn. And I believe that's an old cupola that goes on top of a barn. Oh, farming implements. Oh, look at all the tractors over there. It's so nice. Oh, they have an old truck. An old GMC. old farm truck. That's nice. Nice condition too. See the wood rack on it? They've got the hay back there. The corn crib. I guess that's where they'd put their corn. That's really cool. See the lock on the door? I don't want to go inside, and since nobody's here, we'll just do the outside. There's an 1800 Oliver. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all these tractors. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't know if they're wasps or something, but I have something swarming around me. There's a Farmall. It's a 140. I'm going to get in the shade. There we go. Alright, let's start over. A Massey Harris. Then there's the John Deere over there. International 140. And then there's a Farmall. I don't know what that big red thing back there is. Donated in memory of Russell Tommy Smith Jr. Rest in peace, Mr. Smith. Good looking tractor. Oh, look at this one. The Oliver Rowcroft 88. Yeah, that's styling there. A good looking tractor. The McCormick Deering Farmall. Nice red. Look at the wheels. Oh, and there's the Allis Chalmers. I've never seen one like that. WD. There's the McCormick Deering over there. There's the McCormick farm. Needs a spring on that. Look at this one. I like the green. Now what is that? That's an Oliver. Or what I think. Yeah, that's an Oliver. Look at the wheels on that baby. Peek around the corner at this one. Woo! Now that looks like it kind of put together there. And Allis Chalmers. I'll let you see. Whatever that says. That looks like a sprayer. There's a newer one. A white Oliver. The Mr. Smith's Russell Tommy Smith Jr.'s tractor as well. It's very nice. And then that one. Now look at that one over there. Yeah, there's some wasps up in there. There's a few more back here. McCormick Farm All. Let's see, that's number 3. There's that big one over there too. I don't know what this big frick thing is. I don't know my tractors at all. It must pull that. Whoop. Yep, we have a wasp. There's that big one over there. All right, I'm going to head on over to the next stop. 1856 sawmill. And there's the number 5, the blacksmith. That's a neat old building. Funds for the blacksmith shop provided by Judy Moore of Abingdon, Virginia. Thank you, Judy. And that must be the old grocery store. Goodwin Grocery. The co-op tractor. There's the Hagy Pavilion. And a really neat Phillips 66 sign. It's a Gator trailer. And that looks like a old steam engine. Uh, 1915 Fairbanks Morse engine. Donated by Peter Kosorski. I'm trying. 135 Massey Ferguson. Good looking tractors. But that's the steam engine. Woo! Bet you can hear that coming from a mile away. Wow, that's a good looking steam engine. Oh, I bet you that runs. Look at that. Little door to put stuff in there. Not sure what you put in there, like maybe kindling or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how these work, but see, you open that, you open up the hatch and you're throwing something in there. Wow. So clean too. Clean as a whistle. Thank you guys. Thank you for preserving this. See, and there's another hatchet. So in the front and in the back. Get a little closer. All right, well, there's the last tractor for the day. That's the Farmall 480 Hawk built. There's a little trailer there. All right, well, let's go check out that gas pump and then we're out of here. Hopefully we can come back for maybe a tractor show or maybe at the Revolutionary or the War reenactment, the Civil War reenactment. A lot of stuff in Abingdon. A lot of history. All right, I see the grocery store, and here's the old gas pump, the Fire Chief gasoline. Oh, and there's a moon pie. You get a moon pie for... That's so neat. The biggest and best lunch in town for 5 cents. Now, I like these old doors. Ago, I remember you could actually buy tearing down the stores left and right. They left now, but that's what they'd put on the door for advertising. See there? Pure vegetable shortening. The softest touch in town. It is March 25th, 2026. We are in Abingdon, Virginia.